The camera opens on a narrow, fog-choked road, slicing through an ancient forest. The trees bend slightly inward, as if whispering among themselves. Dead leaves swirl with every gust of cold wind, and the grey sky above hangs heavy with silence. A single car emerges through the mist, its headlights struggling to penetrate the gloom. Inside the car, Daniel Cross, 32, unshaven, tired-eyed, grips the steering wheel with pale fingers. On the seat beside him, a crumpled envelope with a wax seal marked by a strange symbol. A circle intersected by jagged lines. His GPS lost signal miles ago. The only direction he has now is the hand-drawn map inside the letter. A map signed by his uncle, Henry, presumed dead 13 years ago in a fire that consumed Grey Hollow Estate. As Daniel arrives at the village of Gallows Reach, time seems to stall. The streets are deserted, windows shuttered. Every house looks like it's been abandoned mid-breath. Shadows watch him from behind curtains, but no one comes out. A dog howls in the distance. A wooden sign creaks above an old store. All things end here. Daniel stops at the village inn, where the innkeeper, an old woman with cataract-clouded eyes, gives him the room key without a word. Before he turns to leave, she speaks. "You shouldn't go to Grey Hollow after dark. It remembers blood." Daniel stares at her. She only smiles faintly, as if her words weren't her own. That night, in his room, Daniel dreams. The screen flickers with flickering candlelight. He's walking barefoot down a hallway with no end. The wallpaper peels like skin. The air smells of ash and mildew. A child is crying softly behind a door, whispering his name. "Danny, don't open it again." He wakes drenched in sweat. The next morning, Daniel follows the path to Grey Hollow. The camera glides across rusted gates tangled with ivy. Crows scatter as he pushes open the iron gate, which groans like an animal in pain. The mansion looms ahead, rotted but proud, its windows like black eyes, watching. Vines crawl across the stone. The front door opens with a reluctant creak. Inside, the mansion is a time capsule of decay. Dust dances in beams of pale light slicing through broken shutters. Portraits line the walls, eyes scratched out, smiles faded. A grandfather clock ticks, even though it's not wound. The sound design becomes layered. Footsteps echo just half a second too late. Floorboards creak even when he's still, and whispers brush the edge of the soundtrack. Unintelligible, but persistent. Daniel explores, flashlight trembling in his hand. The mirrors are fogged, but in one of them he sees himself smiling, even though he's not. A cold gust slams a door shut behind him, trapping him in a room with faded red wallpaper and a single chair facing the wall. On a dusty shelf, Daniel finds a wooden box, the same one from his childhood, once forbidden, once locked. Now it opens effortlessly. Inside, a black and white photograph of a woman standing by a strange wooden door. A page torn from a journal, marked with the same strange symbol as the letter a key, wrapped in fabric, warm to the touch. Suddenly, the lights flicker and a faint piano begins to play from somewhere upstairs. Daniel climbs the staircase, each step groaning louder. At the end of the hall, a room stands open. Inside, a mirror covered with a sheet and a child's drawing scattered on the floor. They all depict the same image, a tall figure with no face standing by a black door, identical to the one in the photograph. As Daniel reaches for the drawing, a voice behind him whispers, "He still lives in the walls." He spins around. No one there. He returns to the main hall. His phone rings. The screen is black, static. Then, a voice deep and slow, "Don't let it see you." Night falls quickly. Thunder rolls in the distance. Daniel descends into the basement, drawn by something he can't explain. The air is thick, metallic, water drips steadily from rusted pipes. He finds an area where the wall looks newer, sealed over with concrete. Using a rusted crowbar, he begins to chip at it. With each strike, a faint knocking responds from the other side, louder, more urgent, as if something has been waiting. The concrete splits, dust rises, the final chunk falls away, revealing a black wooden door, carved with the same symbol from the letter, no handle, just wood that breathes slightly, like a living chest. Daniel steps back, eyes wide, the lantern flickers violently and dies. Silence. Then, from behind the door, a long, deep inhale. Not mechanical, not human. Cut to black. Title fades in, Part 2, The Descent, coming soon.